In the 2 years I've been tanning hides, I've only found 3 otters, and they were all in the summer, and they were all baby, small ones.
Okay.
This is an adult, and it's winter, so it has a different coat. This is a really good time to get them. I mean, they're getting ready now for the coldest weather, so you don't want to get an otter in the summer. If you're a trapper, the otter live here, okay? And I've lived here for 10 years. They love this pond. They also love Silver Lake, so what otters do is they travel sometimes. Like, they might want to go to the next pond across the highway. Go to Silver Lake.
So I've seen them sporadically over here, or I should say, I've seen an otter over here very sporadically, and I've heard an otter over here, and it's only about 500 yards from where
you found it?
This way, over this hill.
Okay.
On Route 4.
This is not a legal animal.
Okay, even to have right like this, like we have?
You're supposed to have a license to have it like this, but
okay.
If we were going to have it sent to a taxidermist,
yeah, we
couldn't do it because it's not legal.
Okay, but we're allowed to do what we're doing, or no?
I haven't done a lot of research on it, but because we didn't trap it, we found it on the side of the road.
Right.
I feel like I'm saving it and bringing it into another life. I don't want to get in trouble.
I don't think we will at all. Okay. I don't think we will at all.
Go do it.
So we're pulling out of the Shady Lee Mill now. We're taking the otter to your studio, Luke?
Yeah, we're going to my house and we're going to skin it there. We're going to get right into it. And it's actually, the otter's the animal that I started skinning. 2 otters died outside my house at the same time.
And that's how you got into...
Yeah, because this is what the Canadians used to do, is trap these things. This was big money in the 1800s. And this is a time of year like an adult beaver in December. I mean, adult otter in December is just basically like, you can't get any better than that.
Right. How long have you been skinning animals for?
2 years.
2 years. And you got into it when, I'm just repeating this part. And you got into it when you found 2 dead otters near your house.
In the spring and early summer, the otters travel around. They have to leave their parents and find their own territory. So they really go out on their own. And they'll leave their home looking for a new place, but often they'll leave together with a brother or sister. So they travel the young. You'll never see otters together. This is what an expert, a wildlife expert, told me, that you don't see otters. Generally, they travel alone. Unless they're young, they go together. So the ones I had were very young.
Right.
And
how many?
Another one a year later. They're very rare in terms of roadkill. Possum's your common one.
Right. How many animals have you skinned?
Probably about 50, maybe.
And you do all roadkill?
Only roadkill. I would never kill an animal. It's sad.
Right.
This is sad. I don't kill animals.
Right.
I was an Indian in a past life.
Tell us who you are in this life, Luke.
I'm Luke Randall, and I'm a painter, artist. I do painting to make a living. I do decorative work, fine art painting, and I do a lot of handicraft work also.
Such as collecting roadkill and skinning it.
Skinning roadkill. These are like free artist materials on the side of the road.
I mean, aside from, are there any other kind of like creepy hobbies you engage in other than collecting roadkill? And
well, I don't look at it as creepy. I mean, it is a little gutsy, let's say.
Okay.
But it's not creepy. It took me a long time. I've been cutting fish since I was a teenager, big fish, and I've never cut into an animal in my life until those otters. I realized I had to do it. 3 years ago, I brought a rabbit home because I was going to cook it. I got too scared. I ended up composting it. I didn't have the guts to cut into it. But when the 2 otters died out by my house, I said, it's time to go on YouTube, learn how to skin an animal, order your tanning products from South Dakota, and start learning how to do this. And then since then, I've been telling my friends, people like you call me, I found a mink or I found a raccoon.
Yeah.
Now I've gotten very selective about the animals I take, because a lot of it's seasonal, and I'm tired of possums. Raccoons are really hard to skin. This is a big animal. It's in really good shape. I'm going to do my best work on this today.
Wow. Alright, so we just passed the spot where I found the otter earlier in the day. Julie and I were on our way to the mill, and we saw it on the side of the road, pulled over, backed up, and by the time we backed up to it, someone else had pulled up to it with us. So someone else had pulled over, had like eyed it, and wanted to take it themselves.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You grabbed it first,
Yep,
huh?
yep. This old lady. I mean, she was like in her 50s or 60s. She was gonna take it.
Is that
Yeah.
what you said?
Yeah. And I told her I was gonna take it and give it a proper burial.
And what did she say?
She told me she actually tried to scare me from taking it. She said, "Make sure it doesn't give one last bite. Sometimes they turn around and snap and give one last bite." But it was, it was frozen stiff. It was already 7:38 in the morning.
It looks like from last night, though. That's not old. That wasn't from yesterday.
Yeah, no, I mean, well, my best guess is it happened anytime after dark last night.
Right.
And of course, the mill, there was a lot of action there yesterday, so
Maybe it scared him out.
that's what I'm guessing. And in fact, we were back at the hideaway kind of with the, post-open house party, so.
You're gonna make me cry. I'm
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, well, so here's the other way of looking at it. Otters leached off beaver dams. And until we started damming up rivers for mills, they didn't have a lot of natural habitat here in southern New England. So mills actually gave them habitat. Like when we dam mills, that creates habitat
So
for.
you think this otter was scared from all the people at the mill?
Yeah, I do. I'm sure. I mean, I know there's an otter out there. I hear him almost every morning.
This is gonna be so sad if he's never coming back. I guess he might. Oh well, we're just gonna do what we have to do, and sometimes you have to stifle it. Stifle the emotion. Stifle it. This is unbelievable. That's freaking.
Yeah. Estimate his weight.
We can weigh him, should we or not?
Yeah, I think we definitely should. I measured him and he was
Estimated at 15 pounds.
15?
Yeah.
Okay.
do you think?
He's just over 3 feet. Cool scale.
Sorry, buddy. I'm not disrespectful. I'm just weighing you. Okay, so we're up there. So let's put 5. Okay, not that. 10. Okay, that's 15. So he's. Oh my God! I was a quarter pound off.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
Nice work, Luke.
I
I thought he was much heavier than that.
Well, I had a baby deer this spring, and it was so small that I had to weigh it, and I found out it was 13 pounds.
Oh, how big was it?
Baby, I'll show you.
Oh, no. This is Luke's painting studio and taxidermy shop, Luke.
No. I
You-
just do my work here. It's not a taxidermy shop.
You don't stuff animals, do you?
No, I don't. That would be illegal. This is.
Okay.
I'm just recycling roadkill.
Ooh. We're getting right to work.
2 types of knives. couple in case I need it.
Most often, Luke Randall's a painter.
Oh, I'm nervous.
Me too.
Okay, so when you skin animals,
Yeah.
you want your tools to be sharp.
Yeah.
So right now I'm quickly giving my knives a sharp.
Thank you for doing that, Luke.
For what?
Sharpening your knife for this guy or gal.
Oops. I think it's a male. Just gut feeling. It's so big.
Right.
Okay, so let me stop right here and tell you this is rare. To have this animal is extremely rare.
Yeah.
Okay. These adults are usually too smart to get hit. They don't do this too often.
I'm really nervous that the big party at the mill yesterday scared him away.
I feel like crying right now, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna just hold it together. What a life. We all die, don't we? Jesus.
Yeah.
I just don't want to die at the wheels of a car. Alright, so. Okay.
So how long do you think this is going to take,
We're gonna
Luke?
set the timer. I'm gonna estimate 40 minutes.
Oh, wow.
If I was gonna taxidermy this, I would keep the paws.
Can I keep the paws?
No, they don't. They're really hard to cut. No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you want to. I don't know.
Ooh. You're just slicing through bone there?
Yeah. Not simply.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look easy. Isn't this hard to do to something that was once alive?
It used to be hard for me. Now it's just another day in an artist's life. This is a huge otter. So, start here. We start right down there in the bottom.
Uh-huh.
And we go from there. Right across. We're going to open them up.
And you're just going to kind of cut the skin off them.
Yep.
Kind of smelly.
I can't smell it. You can smell it?
I smell something. Maybe I smell you. Maybe you're smelly.
I'm garlic.
That's what it is. That's actually what I smell. I smell your garlic.
Because I've been eating so much garlic. I've been sick, and I've been eating raw garlic.
Okay, it's not the dead otter that smells. It's Luke.
Come on. That's a good one. Now what I'm doing is cutting right up the middle of the tail. Because the tails are big on these things.
Yeah.
Because what I'm going to do is open it up, get the tail off first, and I'm be very careful with this. Right to the very end. I don't want to...
That's great.
Yeah. So then what you do is you... Boy, this is something else. This is not your average hide right here.
You think he's a really big old otter?
I've never seen anything like it. There's so much fat on him. There's so much... Oh my god, I've never seen anything like this. This is crazy. I've I've never seen a tail like this before.
Let's see.
This is one of the best hides I've ever seen, of all of them that I've gotten. Of anything. I mean, I have a bobcat.
Wow. Where did you get a bobcat?
Just over the border in Connecticut on 395.
Wow.
So right now, I've learned to be very careful. I don't want to make one single mistake with this hide. I've done made too many mistakes already, and I really don't want to make a mistake with this. This isn't world class.
But yet you're moving at a pretty good clip, it seems.
Well, I'm just beginning to, yeah, I mean, this is what you do. You don't want to waste your life doing this kind of activity.
Right.
I mean, maybe waste is the wrong word.
Right.
I have a lot of things to do today.
Yeah.
And the otter wasn't part of I didn't factor into my life in the morning.
You didn't expect me to give you a call today saying I found a...
No, but this is the way roadkill works. And some days you have to make the decision that you can't deal with it.
Right. What's some of the better roadkill you've passed up?
Beaver. I was sick and I was delusional and I was late for an appointment and I stopped and saw the beaver and I got scared of it. And I said, oh, I'm going to my dentist. I said, oh, I'll pick it up on the way back. And when I came back, I just saw the state worker trucks picking it up. That was in Connecticut too.
Oh.
But that's the only one I've really regretted. Well, it was meant to be. I didn't have any energy. I mean, I got to trust life a little bit and not think that I know everything, because I really don't. Someone's got a higher plan for me.
For real?
Don't you think?
Well, what was the higher plan for this otter?
That he's supposed to come to my studio and that I'm working on him today.
And then what?
And then he'll have another life. I'll turn him into something. He'll have a whole second. I don't know, maybe his spirit went on.
I think it did. I think it's still at the hideaway.
It's weird how you brought him back to rest right where he's been you think everything's so weird.
So, Luke, I just moved in there about a month ago, and I've been waiting to get a picture of him. I hear him, I see him briefly, but I haven't got like a good look at him, where I could take his picture. But almost every morning when I go outside, I hear him splash. Not every morning, but I've heard him splash a bunch.
What kind of splashing does he do? Just in the river?
Yeah, so I'll come out to look at the waterfall or take a picture of the waterfall, and all of a sudden I'll hear over near that pile of that downed tree in the river. And you can just tell that it's like this big old animal diving in the water and swimming away. A couple times I've seen him kind of swimming on the log underwater. And I've just been waiting, like looking forward to getting his picture. And then this morning I'm going in there. And there he is, dead on the side of the road. I knew almost instantly that it was an otter, and probably the otter that is my next door neighbor.
There's a lot of fat on this.
But here's my best guess.
What?
He's one of many otters back there.
I think you're right.
It's not like we had one otter back there.
No. But this is a leader. This is an adult.
Yeah.
This is not a baby otter.
Oh. Now you're just ripping his skin off, huh?
Well, it wants to separate. Okay, so now this is a crucial cut. The one cut I'm about to make is a crucial cut.
Okay.
Because what I'm doing is I'm cutting up the belly all the way up to the top, because I'm going to have to peel the skin back. So I start right here, and I really want to center my cut, so I don't want to have a, God.
She's beautiful.
So I start like this, bring my knife back,
Whoa.
And then I'm just going to start in, when I have the cut, and start like this and go right up the middle. All the way out. Even turning right here. This is insane.
Yeah.
I've never seen a hide this nice in my life.
I want the hide.
I can't give it to you now. We made a deal.
I know. But I'm thinking
I'll give you something.
I'm thinking that you'll want this hide in the hideaway. You know what I'm saying about
What's the
that?
hideaway?
That's my news. That's the RI Future newsroom at the Shady Lee Mill.
It takes a while to skin these things and tan them, but I can teach you how.
I know, that's really what I wanted. I'm kind of learning. I wouldn't mind
now.
I wouldn't mind doing some cuts.
No, I'm not letting you cut this. It's so easy to fuck it up.
That's lame.
I mean, you can try it if you want, but I don't really want you to because I'm afraid it takes a touch. And when I started, I cut my first otters. I cut holes all over when I was cutting them.
Maybe some other animal I'll cut up.
Yeah. So you see how the skin just comes right away from the meat like that?
Yeah.
There's a layer of fat holding it. And what I'm doing is just gently, I pull it back and then I cut right at the fat. He is a male. There's his penis right there.
Oh, wow. I think he was like the grandpa.
I think he was too.
Otter penis. Not very well endowed, are they?
That's a long ass. That's almost as long as mine. Maybe it's just far. Don't print that.
Yep, that's going in. Maybe it just looks smaller on video.
Yeah, it's small. I don't know. I don't know what otters do.
Right.
See how nicely that's going there?
Mm-hmm.
So what I've done is I've made very careful work. Every cut I'm making is calculated.
You're real good at it, Luke, the way you can do it that quick and just kind of cut right through where the fat's holding it to the flesh.
Yeah, well, it's not that hard once you learn how the flesh wants to come off. Now, the skinning is the easy part, okay? The fleshing, well, you're going to find out what we have to do this after is the hard part. And that's where it gets really risky in terms of wrecking the hide. So a lot of people hang this up. Any bigger animal than this is almost an animal that we close to hang up size.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't hang them. I do them right here on the bed like this. But when they get really heavy, you can't handle them. You have to hang them.
Right. Why don't you have to? Do you only bleed them if you want to eat
this
it?
This right here. We should probably be thinking about eating this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you eat wild game?
I'd eat this otter.
I mean, I don't know. There's probably some good meat. We'll look at the tenderloins once we get them off.
His tail's gorgeous.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. This is where I gotta keep calm. And I don't want to make a mistake on this thing.
Whoa.
See, I'm almost thinking. He's cold. My hands are freezing doing this.
Yeah.
Shit. See, I almost cut through the skin right there. This is the kind of time you gotta stay. So what I do is I feel in where the skin is. And sometimes it's like I was cutting here when the skin's really all the way down here. This is not amateur time here. This is not like Mr. Rogers or anything.
This is gross work.
It takes guts.
Literally. I wouldn't think you'd be inclined to do work like this, Luke.
Well, I wasn't. I spent my whole life. I've never done this. I mean, I was scared to death of animals.
Yeah.
I cut fish all my life. Cut fish since I was a teenager. This is big fish.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't be a tough guy. I wish there was a way to grab onto that.
Want me to hold something?
No. I'm not going to be able to do it. If it was hanging, I might be able to do it.
Right, then you could just pull his skin right off.
Yeah. But I find this is just not hard. If you're careful, this works too. Like we'll go down.
How long is it going to take you to get his skin completely removed?
You'll see. Not long.
Wow. Soon he's just going to fall out of there.
Well, I'm up to his... I'm up to his arms now.
Yeah.
It couldn't have been a better day to do this, okay? The circumstances are perfect. 27 degrees, just below freezing, no sun. This hide's in absolutely perfect condition. If you get it sun at all or heat, the hide can spoil in a matter of hours. Here comes Lisa. She doesn't like this activity.
I actually saw her at the mill and told her about it.
She doesn't want to know anything about it.
Yeah.
Luckily, she doesn't hold it against me.
Yeah. No, you're really lucky that... You should have seen how mad Julie was when I thought I could do this without you. She thought I was going to ruin this poor otter. Yeah.
This is unbelievable. Is Ollie with you? So you see how it just every...
Yeah.
See this? There's some meat here.
Oh.
Look at that liver. Maybe we should be eating this meat. Do you want to try it?
I guess so.
I don't know. I have flounder for dinner tonight, but I'd cut a little piece. He's so fresh. I mean, I'm not a butcher, but I know where the tenderloin is. Should be somewhere right. That should be a piece of meat.
And what? We'll just fry it in your house?
No, I don't want to eat it now. I don't have time.
Right.
I'm too busy and not hungry. Kidding me?
Too busy.
Cooking otter. Plus, everyone would freak out inside. Bet you it tastes a lot better than possum.
Have you eaten possum?
Yeah, it's not good.
What is it? What does possum taste
Basically,
like?
you eat possum, and you pretty much decide that you're not going to be eating roadkill that much.
Compare it to something.
It's like if you took like one of those old dogs, like a stringy, mangy little old dog like you see in Mexico.
Yeah.
I bet it tastes something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't compare it. It's just a musky kind of meat.
A musky kind of meat.
I didn't like it.
Possums smell like skunks.
Okay, so we're actually coming right along here.
Yeah, you almost got that thing off. That's a beautiful hide, huh?
Yeah, it is. See there, I'm about to make a mistake. You gotta just, wow, that was close.
Be careful, Luke.
I will. This is where it gets a little tricky because you gotta get the arms away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, you don't want to hurt yourself because like I said, one poke with this knife.
Mm-hmm.
Cat scratch fever. It's not fun going down to the hospital.
Telling him that you were skinning otter and...
Now, you know what's the date today, Bob?
The 8th.
December. This is a month, right?
Yes.
It's a cold month usually.
One of the coldest.
Yeah. So this guy has got ready. He's ready. He's not going to be caught in December.
Right.
With his pants down.
Yeah.
He's got his heavy suit on right now.
Yep. He was gearing up for winter.
Yeah, he's ready. This guy is...
Yep. I'm really looking forward to seeing it when it's all done.
It's going to take a week, but we'll have to come back and do the whole process too. So
A sequel.
Oh, it could be a sequel. Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're getting towards the head. So what I do is I reach my finger in as I'm peeling back. I reach my hand in and see where the hide is because you can't really tell here. So I'm putting in. There's a lot of meat stuck to the hide.
Yeah.
So I'm reaching my hand. Is the hide's still there? So I come down right where it is, and at this point I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling where the hide is. This is where you can make mistakes. My first otter, I cut a lot of holes in. So now there we go. Okay, now we're getting. So we're at the head now. I like to catch the ears. You can see he really took a hit. He really, poor guy, got crushed in the head, it looks like. It actually looks like he got really ran over. Sometimes you can tell where they've been hit. Like, it looks like that he was hit right, actually not. His head feels, I think he was hit right here.
Okay.
I think he was ran over right in his shoulder neck, like right over the middle of his heart, probably.
Aw.
I see evidence of damage here. It looks like blood bursting all along this area from here to here. You see how the discoloration here?
I do.
Versus that?
Yeah.
I think he was hit here. Because even on that side, you see this side doesn't have that?
Yeah.
I bet you this would be such a good animal. I'll put on a roast right now on a fire. Okay, so now I'm going in for the head.
It doesn't look like he suffered.
He died instantly.
Good.
Oh, I don't know. Don't make me... I'm starting to feel sad.
I liked how confident you were that he died instantly, though, Luke. You said it so quickly. I was so sure you were right.
I mean... No. This is so sad. This is a precious soul.
Right.
This is like an animal spirit. This could be my guide.
Yep.
You know what otters do.
What do they do?
I have notes. I just had a psychic reading. Otter's one of my animals. This could be my spirit guide.
I believe that he is.
I mean, I can go get the notebook. What does it say? Okay, the otter symbolizes time to relax, clean up the area, confront with tenacity, spontaneous creativity, surge of energy and vitality. This is the otter.
I like all that stuff.
So, right now we're dealing with the otter.
A surge of vitality and creativity.
Yeah, so maybe this is my spirit guide. Maybe he's my guide. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Otter.
I thought for a second you were going to kiss his...
I know. I thought I was too. This is where it gets tricky because you don't want to cut the eyes.
Okay.
You want to cut in there, like that's into the eye.
Whoa.
That's into the eye.
Whoa.
And I don't want to, if I was going to, I want to make this as good as a taxidermist would. I don't want to have a mistake on this hide. So right now I'm cutting so carefully because I don't want to damage the head.
This is the realest thing we'll do all week.
What do you mean realist?
Like it doesn't get any like more life and death than preserving someone's hide. What happens to most of these hides? They just rot in the woods.
Oh yeah, they rot. I hope that the coyotes get some. I keep imagining the animals taking them.
Yeah.
And eating and getting some sustenance. Okay, I've almost passed his eyes. I don't think I want to save the meat. Are you in the mood for it or not?
No, but I'd like to take it back to the mill and bury it across from where...
Okay, so we'll do that. That's really good. Okay.
Yeah. I'm actually going to make
a gravestone for him.
I'm going to, yeah.
Okay. This is cool.
Yeah. It'll be right across from the hideaway. Like, we'll be able to see it there. And so, like, in a way, it'll be kind of cool because people always want to see the otters there. And you can't always get to see them, but... Oh, look at that beautiful coat.
Okay, last cut.
Here he comes. Whoa. Oh.
Okay.
There's the otter. Way. Oh, you're just getting him out of there. He looked like a lobster.
So now we have the hide.
Let's see.
Now the hard part.
Wait, can you hold the hide up first? Because this is actually going to be the end of the little movie I'm making. So just like, wow, so beautiful. Hold them up, please, Luke, so I can get this like wide shot of you guys. Alright, Luke, thanks for helping me give him a proper burial.
No problem.